Hey guys, in this video we're going to be going over the spelling worksheet. I'm just going to walk you guys through a couple of problems from each section so you have a better understanding of what you're doing when you're completing this activity by yourself or with your parents. So to start off, in the first section we're just going to do numbers 1 and 2. Number 1 says, do you hear the sound in the first or second syllable in the spelling word lookout? In lookout, we hear the sound in the o, and that's in the first syllable of lookout. So we write for number 1, first syllable. Number 2, do you hear the sound in the first, second, or third syllable of the spelling word wonderful? In the word wonderful, we hear the sound at the end in the U, so we would write for number 2, third syllable. Moving on to the next section. Number 5, write a spelling word for each of the definitions. So number 5's definition says made out of wool. So I'm looking back through the spelling words to find out which spelling word fits that definition. And the answer to number 5, made out of wool, is woolly. Woolly means made out of wool. So for the rest of that section, numbers 6 through 8, you're just writing the spelling word that matches the definition. In the next section, the unscramble section, numbers 9 through 12, we're just unscrambling the words. And it's okay if you get confused because when you look at these letters all mixed up, it could be hard to tell. So don't worry because they give you a hint. So number 9 says ROKOCDE. And looking at that, you may not know what spelling word that makes, and that's okay because the hint says this word means bent or twisted, not straight. So when I go back and look through these words, from the definition and by looking at my spelling words, I see that number 9 is the word crooked. So through 10 through 12, you're just unscrambling those spelling words. On to the back. Number 13 through 20, you're using the word box to complete the sentence to fill in the blank. Number 13, Mr. McGregor likes to drink his coffee with a teaspoon of blank. Let's go through the word box to find out the best answer choice. Mr. McGregor likes to drink his coffee with a teaspoon of football. Doesn't make sense, not going to use it. With a teaspoon of wooden. No, doesn't make sense. With a teaspoon of sugar. That's a good choice. We'll see what the rest of our choices are. With a teaspoon of goodbye. Doesn't make sense. A teaspoon of bookshelf. No, still doesn't make sense. A teaspoon of shook. No. A teaspoon of pulled. No. Or a teaspoon of wood. No, that doesn't make sense either. So our best choice for number 13 is sugar. Mr. McGregor likes to drink his coffee with a teaspoon of sugar. Number 14, Iker's grandfather gave him a blank wolf that he carved by hand. Again, we're gonna go through our choices. Ike's grandfather gave him a football wolf? No. A sugar wolf? No. A bookshelf wolf? No. A pulled wolf? Doesn't make sense. A wooden wolf that he carved by hand? Yeah, that one makes sense. You carve wood by hand, and so Ike's grandfather gave him a wooden wolf carved by hand. So number 14, the best answer choice is wooden. So for 15 through 20, just go through your options and fill them into the blank to see which word belongs in that sentence. For the last sections, we're just answering the questions, so we're going to do numbers 21 and 22 together. Number 21 says, is the review word basic a verb, an adverb, or an adjective? Basic describes something. So since it's a describing word, basic is an adjective. So we would write adjective for number 21. And for number 22, is the review word wait a noun? Well, wait is not an adjective because it doesn't describe something. The number describes it, but not wait. It's not a verb because it's not something you do. So I would say, yes, wait is a noun because it's a thing. So a noun is a person, place, or thing. weight is a thing, so for 22, we say yes. So for numbers 23 through 25, you're just answering the question.